My name is Lynnea Benson. If you've never been here before, I'm the Artistic Director of the Frog and Peach Theater Company. Those of you who have been here before, maybe not in this venue, which is a very elegant venue, we're very happy to have you here tonight. Just a couple of quick notes before we depart for California. This is a really good time for everybody to just turn everything off. Let's just be with each other and the language and the tension and the aggression and the terror of this particular new play. There will be a brief, no, there will not be a brief intermission. Wrong writer, okay. There will be a lovely, actually lovely champagne reception after the show where you can meet the playwright and the actors and anybody else you want to hang out with. So, I hope you enjoy the show. This is a fundraiser for Frog and Peach. You know, folks, we kept Frog and Peach together with matzo meal and hot glue for 3 years. They didn't sell any tickets, and we're so grateful to have you here tonight. But please, come back, have a little drink with us, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time. Without any further ado, I bring you college fun.
Professor Jones, right on time as usual. Please, come in. Sit down.
Thank you.
Can I get you something? Coffee, tea, anything?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Uffeltine?
Excuse me?
Uffeltine.
I'm sorry?
It's a joke.
So, this is the third time you've had me in here this term. What is it this time?
This time?
Why am I here?
Why don't you tell me?
I can't tell you. Why don't you tell me?
Well, it seems you said something to a student.
Said something? Where?
I can't tell you.
Where then?
Can't tell you that either.
Okay. And what does this mean?
Well, in a nutshell, we shan't be having you back next term.
Shan't.
Shan't.
Be having me back.
Shan't.
Be having me back.
Next term.
Next term. Whoa! Let me see if I hear you correctly.
We shan't be having you back.
Next term.
Next term. Excuse me, I need to take this.
Shall I wait outside?
Not necessary. Hello, Dr. Graham here. Oh, hello, Dr. Queeg. Oh, he's here now. No, you don't come in until scene 2. Oh. Yes, I understand. Till then. Till then. Till then. Yes. Yes.
Who is that?
A colleague of mine who'll be dropping in a bit later.
Later.
Yes.
How long am I?
Oh, it shan't be long.
I have a class to teach in 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yes, 10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes.
You've been covered.
Covered.
Yes, covered.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Yes.
It seems you said something to a student.
Said something? When?
Can't tell you.
Where then?
Can't tell you that either.
Of course.
In your acting class.
Ah! My acting class. Well, what did I say?
I can't tell you.
Who is the student?
Can't tell you that either.
You tell me I'm toast and you won't tell me why.
Toast, yes.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay, let's create a space.
A space.
That's right, a space.
What kind of space?
A space where we can have a conversation.
A conversation.
That's correct.
What conversation?
Okay. Let's pivot from this to something else.
Like what?
A conversation.
What conversation?
Okay. We We need to unpack so that we can impact. Do you now see?
Unpack to impact?
Yes.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
Whatever you say.
Good. Now, we need to create a space. We need to create a space, unpack that, and curate
Curate what?
your thoughts and your innate fragility. I shall become the thought leader.
Huh?
You shall become equipped, enabled, and ultimately, intrinsically, and uninherently...
Wait, don't tell me. Empowered.
I was about to say empowered.
Just said it.
Well, I was about to say it.
That's okay, man.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because I'm the thought leader. Now, let me propose a paradigm.
You mean give me an example?
Did I just say that?
No, I did.
Well, that was very paradigmatic of you.
Thanks.
If we may speak paradigmatically, your paradigmaticalism is fragility-based.
Fragility-based.
Precisely. You are experiencing your fragility based on your innate and inherent fragileness.
Wow, I finally see.
Finally see what?
That if we may speak fragilely, my fragility, indeed, my very fragilityness, is fragilely foretold, deep within my fragile fabric.
Finally.
Supercalifragilistic.
Oh, in a nutshell. Oh,
So, when or where are we having this conversation?
this conversation?
Or the one we're not having?
Are you paying attention?
I'm not sure.
Well, let us create a space. Let us create a space. Unpack that. Curate it. Make a space for it. Make sure the space is clean, well swept. Flowers are always nice. Let us have a conversation in this new, freshly swept flowery space, all the while interrogating the subject at hand. That done, we will then uncurate it, repack it for your journey.
Jesus Christ.
What do you say? Ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Lunch.
Lunch?
Oh, thank you. I shall take you up on your offer.
I thought we were journeying towards some dialogue.
Oh, I don't handle that.
What?
I don't handle that. I merely create a space.
But you're the thought leader.
That I am.
Well, where have you led my thoughts?
Let's unpack that. Where have I led your thoughts?
To bloody murder!
Let's unpack that.
No, let's share!
We'll have the diversity equity expert in after lunch.
I thought you are the expert.
Me, the expert? That's a good one.
But it says here that you're the diversity consultant.
Oh, yes. And this, that, I am.
So then you're the expert.
Oh, well, if you think so, then it's certainly good enough for me. What do you think?
What, do you want to proceed with the space-creating, dialoguing, unpacking supercalif... Whatever the fuck?
Just as soon as we've had our lunch. Hungry?
Sorry, I can't tell you that. Ahem. Ahem.
So, Professor, you are familiar with the allegation?
No, good.
Any form of the allegation? Why not?
I thought you would enjoy telling him. You said it's always fun to watch the reaction.
Well, gee, if I were sitting where he is, I would sure want to know the nature of the allegation.
Perhaps it's against code.
Protocol? Yes, protocol. Protocol says it's fun to watch the accused waiting for it.
Shall I ever know?
No, you shan't. All right then, everybody happy? Let us begin. First and foremost, you, Professor Jones. God, he's cute. You must decide how you intend to resolve this.
Result this? I've been told I'm fired. Isn't this resulted enough?
Fair enough.
So that's the result?
Who told you that?
She did.
You shouldn't have said that.
I thought.
I wanted to say it. Professor Jones, get fired. There, I've resulted this. Man, that felt good.
Please don't make me beg. Tell me what's going on.
Beg.
Beg.
Beg?
Yes, beg.
No, I mean beg.
I'm sorry.
You know you're sorry. Everybody's sorry that comes in here. I'm simply asking you to beg.
Please.
Please what?
What is going on? Think. Think what?
What do you think this is?
He's nervous. He probably thinks it's sexual.
It couldn't be.
All right, I was going to wait until our expert got here, but...
You mean you're not the expert?
Hell no.
Please, please, tell me what it is then.
You seem to be taking this very lightly.
Like,
By now you should be groveling on the floor and trying to jump from one of these windows.
give me a minute, I'm almost there.
No.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't know.
And why don't you know?
Because no one will tell me.
All right, I guess I'll have to be the bad guy then. Oh, fun is essential in these situations.
Tell me.
Very well. Do you recall telling a student that the scene they proposed to work on in your class was not up to your literary standards?
Let me see. Yes, I do recall.
What were the circumstances?
It was horribly written by whatever author.
Who was the creative involved in crafting the play?
What?
Who wrote it?
I didn't ask.
So you didn't interrogate the piece before canceling it?
Interrogated? I couldn't even read it. It was terrible. What's more, it wasn't even from a play. It was from some bad urban fiction novel.
So of course you took the novel home and interrogated it.
No, I took it home and flushed it down the toilet. You mean, did I read it?
Yes.
I couldn't read it.
Why not?
It was unreadable. Have you ever tried to read bad urban fiction? It's an insult to any student's intelligence.
Let's pivot.
No, let's not pivot. No pivoting, please.
Let's.
I see here that the play adaptation of this urban fiction novel is on our college's list of suggested scenes.
Okay, I guess I did attempt to give it a read.
Good. We're making progress here. And how did you find it?
It was terrible.
Of course it's terrible. It's on our theater department's list of suggested scenes.
Then why is it suggested?
Because this is what our students want.
When I was in school, the students would have liked to have sat in class smoking dope and having sex all the time, but it would have certainly been discouraged.
Let's not get into your reliance upon hard drugs and sex. In this case, the complainant states that they wish to play a character, in this case a woman, who happens to have 7 children by 7 different men. When you ask this boy,
This boy.
correct, complainant states that complainant was asked by you if this woman in the play is a welfare queen.
Welfare queen.
Welfare queen.
I didn't use that term.
Why not?
Because it's a horrible expression made popular in the 1980s by a certain president, Ronald Wilson Reagan, who some people keep reminding us belonged to the party of Abraham Lincoln.
So,
What's more, my own mother was once called a welfare queen.
so what's the problem? Do you have a problem?
I have a problem,
Dr. M, please write down that the accused admits to having a problem.
but I don't have a problem.
Write it down. The accused has no problem with the term welfare queen.
Wait, I do have a problem.
Of course you do. We've got that.
Got what?
You just admitted that you have a problem.
I would never ever use the term welfare queen either in class nor anywhere else.
Why not?
Because I find the term to be offensive.
Subject finds the curriculum to be offensive.
Wait, we'll get to Shakespeare later.
Shakespeare, offensive.
Subject finds Shakespeare offensive.
I never said I find Shakespeare offensive.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Don't.
I don't find Shakespeare offensive.
Write it down. He admits to not finding Shakespeare to be offensive.
May I pivot?
Oh, please do. It's just down the hall on your right.
I mean to change the subject.
He wishes to change the subject.
I mean to pivot back.
subject wishes to go back to his past.
Ugh, doesn't everyone?
I never used the term welfare queen. I only wish to find out from the boy some things about his character's history.
So, you admit to prying into the private lives of your students?
I asked about his character's history.
So, you questioned him about his character, disapproving of his sexual orientation. This is right in line with the other complaint.
I know nothing of his sexual orientation, nor would I wish to force or confer any discussion of his identification, nor would I ever have that discussion with any student.
So, in other words, you don't make yourself available to your students?
What are we talking about?
We are not talking. You are talking. We're conducting a conversation.
Which conversation?
Not the one we're having now.
We are merely trying to conduct a conversation that we are not having.
I'm not sure which conversation this would fall into, but I say again, I never use the term welfare queen.
Why not?
Because it would be entirely insensitive.
A bit of a snowflake, are we, Professor?
I was trying to find out what pain the character might be going through, what society might be causing him to suffer. I remember the words I used were, with 7 children, all from different men. Does any other character in the play, or the society of the play at large, or whatever, or whomever, accuse her of gaming the system?
You were confused about gaming the system.
Well, yes, though not in so many words.
So you admit to having a gambling problem. You just admitted to needing help for your gambling addiction.
I don't have a gambling addiction.
No.
No, I would stake my life on it.
Subject gambles and is suicidal.
This is insane.
Insane, yes, this is insane. Make a note.
Can we please pivot?
Let's go back to your student, this young gay man.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't know whether he's gay or not.
Why not?
Because it is not for me to ask.
So, in other words, you don't question them about their sexual orientation?
Absolutely not.
Subject demonstrates a total disinterest in his students' lives.
Now, just a minute. This has gone on long enough.
And complains about the length and duration of this session.
Then why don't you take the time right now to tell me about this other allegation?
Student has reported that you would not allow him to do a certain scene in class.
You mean the welfare queen? Shit. I mean the scene we were just discussing?
How would you describe the nature of this discussion?
You mean the one we're having now?
I mean the one we're not at present having.
Huh?
Let's unpack the student's other accusation. He states that you denied his doing a play with a certain title.
What title?
We can't tell you that. He wanted to do a play from a scene from a play called Pane. Wasn't that the title, Dr. Ram?
That is correct.
Please tell me the title, Dr. Ray.
The play is called Cop.
What?
The play is called Cop.
That's right, it's called Pane.
Again, please.
It's called Cop. Cop? Cop?
I'm sorry? What?
Cock.
Ah.
Cock.
Oh, ha! Why didn't you say so? Don't forget the title right there. Yes, of course. This boy, who you say I was supposed to somehow know or assume that he was gay, asked me in class if he could do a scene from Yes, Cock.
And what did you say?
I told the class that I might be offended with the title, and then immediately pivoted and asked the class of 18 students if any of them would be offended by it.
And what was their reaction?
The response was 3 hands went up, and I found that to be a sufficient response for me to deny the play access to my class.
So, you were compelled to get the other students' opinion in this matter.
Absolutely.
Oh, subject admits to a total lack of self-confidence while pathetically depending upon the opinions of others.
Fine.
Let's pivot.
Let's.
Not you.
I beg your pardon.
Not you. You had your chance earlier. It's our turn now. Where is it, Rand?
Down the hall to the left.
I needed that too much water haplophilia.
Shakespeare!
What?
You just quoted from Shakespeare!
Shakespeare? No, that's not Shakespeare. That's a line from my favorite video game.
What's it called?
The game?
Yes.
It's called Killing Hamlet. The Ophelia avatar simply suffers collateral damage.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell him the surprise.
Ooh, if you like surprises, here it comes. You've been bringing Shakespeare into your acting classes.
Of course.
Why, of course.
Of course, because any familiarity with Shakespeare is essential for any serious theater student.
Tell him the surprise.
What?
Tell him.
What surprise? Oh!
Just tell me.
What about?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare! Oh, yes, Shakespeare!
What?
He's canceled.
What?
Please make a note. Subject exhibits much difficulty in accepting change.
Why are you canceling Shakespeare?
For one, he was in allyship with England's domination of BIPOC people all across the planet. He was a slaver.
No, he wasn't.
Was.
He wasn't.
Was.
Wasn't.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you.
No, you shut up.
You're racist.
I know you are, but what am I?
All right, now we're getting
Where
somewhere.
are we getting?
We are getting to the next reason for canceling your man.
My man,
Yeah, your man, who was probably a woman.
who in the sonnets constantly refers to his own penis.
Let's avoid scientific terms.
Shakespeare was not racist. The sonnets revealed that he had a black girlfriend.
Virtue signaling.
Yeah, virtue signaling.
Gotcha.
What was her name?
Whose name?
Shakespeare's black girlfriend. Or is that just the name of some alt rock band?
I'm sorry, the rules say we are not to divulge names. Wait a minute. What have you two done to my brain? Of course I can say her name. Her name was Lucy. Lucy as in light.
Enlighten us more.
What about Othello?
Who?
He wrote Othello to show the evils of racism.
Never read it.
Me too.
Oh, this is more for you.
Oh no, I mean I never read it too.
Oh.
You want to hear another reason?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you another reason. How about, oh yeah, how about rape?
What about rape?
His plays are just full of rapes, raping and rapes and rape in every one of his plays.
That is simply not true. Lavinia is horribly raped and mutilated in Titus Andronicus. And then there's the attempted rape in Two Gents, which is one of his most popular comedies over there. And I don't recall any others.
No?
No?
No.
Well, fuck it. Who cares what some old guy said back in 1700 anyway?
1700. Shakespeare died in 1616.
So what did he say then in 1617?
He didn't say anything in 1617 because he was dead.
And good riddance, he's canceled.
You can't cancel Shakespeare.
Who?
Shakespeare.
Never heard of him.
He's been a part of the curriculum.
Whose curriculum?
Everyone's.
Forget it. He's finished. Through. Dead. Brown bread.
Dr. Pane, may I speak? No, thank you. I would like to start by saying that these proceedings...
These are not proceedings.
They're not. No! Huh. Well, that's great then. So then I'm not fired?
Fired?
Fired.
I wouldn't say that.
Great.
You're terminated!
I feel better after seeing my shrink.
Not my shrink.
You're seeing a shrink?
Of course not. I'm not crazy.
Dr. Pane, these proceedings so far have been completely illogical.
Logic has no place in the academic community.
But these proceedings...
Stop saying these proceedings.
What would you call it?
Let's refer to it as a conversation.
Not again. What conversation are we having?
This one.
What's it about?
Let's talk about that.
About what?
Let's talk about whatever this is about.
Well, if I'm fired, then what's there to talk about?
Absolutely nothing.
Then let's talk about that. Let's have that conversation.
What conversation?
The one we're going to have.
That would be about nothing.
Very good, now we're getting somewhere.
But maybe. But remember, we are watching you. Would you like a drink?
No, thank you.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I haven't any tolerance. Booze makes me giggle.
Nothing wrong in that. My colleagues and I spend entire evenings together laughing our asses off. Now, it says here that you suffered as a young man whenever people would refer to your mother as a welfare queen.
That's correct.
Well, that alone should have helped the students to identify with you.
Just the opposite.
Why?
Because all of my students come from wealthy homes.
That is not our problem. This is an equitable institution of higher learning. Anyone with plenty of dough can study.
What about students who can't afford to?
They're welcome to find their way. How? They can work 3 jobs and join us when they're in their 70s.
Sounds like a plan.
Dr. Pane, he never interrogates his students' play preferences.
Aren't you familiar with interrogation? Very familiar. How so?
I was once brought in and questioned by police.
This is very good.
Yes, this is good. Please. Tell us the circumstances.
When I was a kid, I ran with the gang.
Yes.
We stole things.
Oh, this is good.
Any violence?
Of course not.
That's not so good. But you weren't a gang. Why did this never come up?
I thought it might get me fired.
Professor Jones, let me congratulate you. We just might be able to keep you on.
What did the cops want to know?
There was a matter of some stolen property.
Did you steal it?
No.
That's not right. Did you ever assault anyone or threaten them with a weapon?
Of course not. I was basically a good kid.
We'll have to hold that against you. Didn't you ever assault anyone?
No.
You mean to tell me there was never any need to assault another human being? Think, Professor Jones. This could greatly help your case.
Well, yes, I suppose there was one time.
Ooh, what did you use?
Sarcasm.
What was the average age in this gang?
We were 9.
What property were you suspected of stealing at the age of 9?
A pack of gum.
My God, we don't do that.
I know. I could never bring myself to steal or do anything bad.
So, what scary things did you do in this gang?
We rode our bicycles a lot.
What's so scary about that?
We went really, really fast.
Were
Women ever involved?
In what?
And this gang activity.
They were 9-year-old girls.
Oh, do they run with your gang, camp followers, to your little army, so to speak?
They had their own gang.
And what would they do?
They would ride their bicycles.
Did any violent confrontations ensue?
There was plenty of shouting.
Ooh, what was shouted?
You ride like a bunch of old ladies.
So, even at 9 years of age, your gang rode around loudly shouting sexist diatribes.
They were shouting at us.
Oh! No, Jones! Things are extremely tenuous throughout our college at this time. One never knows what might go down next.
For instance?
Intense scrutiny now felt in American colleges leaves no one feeling secure.
For instance.
Yeah, for instance.
Yeah.
Well, if I may give you all an example, around Queeg, the glare of the scrutiny now even extends to we 3.
The glare of scrutiny? No wonder I've been getting headaches.
Me too. I as well have been experiencing this feeling of scrutinous activity.
Yes, there are spying little mice in every corner.
So, in other words, your hopes and dreams of a glorious and equitable future for people of every color, orientation, identification, etc., just may have produced a powerful and purposely punitive, overly progressive pogrom.
Precisely! Uh-oh. Line 7 is lighting up. Pane? Yes. I see. Yes, absolutely, yes. I understand.
What?
But my 2 colleagues are right here. Do you wish to speak with him? In your office, I'll tell him, but I think you should know he's quite ill. Food poisoning, possibly. Oh. You say you've seen it before.
I got flu!
Yes, right away. They want you.
Fuck.
What are we going to do?
If your conscience is clear, you have nothing to worry about.
Ah!
Yeah! We're fucked. We must protect ourselves. That depends on how you define farce.
Farce, a comic dramatic work using buffoonery and horseplay, typically crude characterizations and ludicrously improbable situations.
That's not us. Forget the chair. Give me the large wastebasket. I see it went well.
He's trying to tell us something.
Speak up, sweetheart. What is it?
We're fucked. But it's just a little tremor.
Yeah, we've had them before.
No, us. We're fucked.
Wait. Hey here. Yes, I understand. Wait a moment. We haven't been grossly overreaching our assigned authority, have we?
Fuck yes. And it's been one hell of a fun ride.
Hello? Yes, I'm afraid that was us. Well, okie dokie. Arrivederci, then. It's curtains. It appears that we have been terminated. I've always planned for this eventuality. Ah, the chords, the chords. Yes, indeed, the tackled stairs.
So you do know your Shakespeare.
Of course I do. We shan't have total ignorance roaming these hallowed halls anymore. Open the window in the inner office.
It's open, but we're 12 stories up.
We must descend into the valley. We must descend into the night.
But it's only afternoon.
On our path of expertise, it is always midnight.
Dr. Ramshaw. Yes, this is Jones. Yes. A vacated chair for inclusion director. What, you need a thought leader? Influencers, allyship, lots of cash. Yes, I see. An interview would interest me, yes. I have a class at 3 o'clock. Covered. All right, then. Yes. I'll come right over. And, thank you. Hello?